Now this is what I'm talking about. Guys, Bitcoin currently, as we're recording this video right now, is testing to break out of this key channel that has been in for about 3 days now at this very extremely key area that has been providing such resistance right here. The previous highs of this descending channel as it tried to break out of the 200-day moving average back in October of 2019, still providing some resistance, but right now Bitcoin is taking another test to try to break out of it, guys. Look at this, absolutely key, but again, we need to break that 95.50 first. So we're still about $80 away from that at the time of me filming this. Will it break out tonight? In fact, will it break this weekend? Would we even want it to break this weekend? And what are the chances that this waits till the week as we would usually prefer? A cool down period is good, and when it pumps, it dumps. When it dumps, it pumps, guys. And if we got a nice cool down for the next 2 days, boy, that would be perfect in my opinion. But you never know with this market. It does look like it wants to continue pushing higher, guys. As you can see on the 4-hour chart here, 4-hour chart looks like the momentum is strong. But again, a retracement right here would be perfect if we got a few days to cool off, pull back. Where is Bitcoin destined to go in this month of February? Today, the last day of January. Okay, now you're speaking my language. Wow, this is shaping up to be so great. What can the month of February give us in crypto, guys? Stay tuned. Wow, thank you guys so much for joining me for this very special late night Friday episode. I got a little tongue-tied. I got a little tied up. I spent the last few hours trying to clean up all of my worms. They escaped from my worm farm. I was slipping and sliding all over my house. Worms everywhere. In fact, some of the worms were unfortunately crushed. So many worm lives lost. But guys, tomorrow is a new day, and worms have very small brains anyway, so it's not that important. In fact, I don't even think worms have brains. So guys, thanks so much for joining me in this special update. Things are looking good for the market, and in fact, we're seeing a push as I'm recording this video. Will this continue? How high can this thing go, guys? We'll get into the technical analysis in this video, but guys, as you know, okay, we're picking a winner for 2 ledgers today during this episode. For these 2 ledgers here, guys, here we're giving these away in this video, and this is the beginning of the next giveaway for these 3 ledgers as well, guys. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, turn on post notifications, ding that bell, and you can be entered for these 3 ledgers. But these 2 are being auctioned off tonight. Wow, now that's exciting. So make sure to stay tuned to see who wins. I personally think it's the perfect time, okay? The perfect tribute to every single worm life that was lost today. My gooey little friends, you will not be forgotten, and I will keep your slime on me as long as it stays. So looking on the 1-hour chart, you can see that this channel that Bitcoin has been trading in for since January 28th, January 29th, actually the very end of January 28th, after that massive pump, the first big resistance here after Bitcoin jumped from about 9,000 to about 9,500. This area right here has been the very top of this channel, except for this little break right here, you guys, and you can see this ascending pattern here. But currently, again, we're pushing to try to set a new higher high on these small time frames to get above that 95.50, and that's absolutely key. But guys, I want to draw your attention to kind of the macro trend that I think is going on here. This is more important to realize, okay? As you guys know, when we get big moves up, it is so healthy to then get a similar move down, even in a bull trend, even in a short-term bull run, even in a long-term bull run. You want those pullbacks. So with that being said, after such a massive run for the past like 4 or 5 days here, I do think, again, a nice consolidation pattern like we saw here, okay, or even like we saw here, a nice consolidation pattern, literally since we broke out of that inverse head and shoulders, I think that would be the healthiest move for right now, okay? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I think that personally, it would be much healthier right now if we continued maybe like another 2 or 3 day pullback, and it's the weekend as well. Perfect timing in my opinion. I love to see weekend pullbacks as opposed to weekday pullbacks. I would much prefer pumps to not be on the weekend as well. I think it's a lot healthier for the market. There's the CME gap we always have to keep in mind as well. One key thing that we've been noticing on these charts as well is this blue 21-hour moving average. You can see right here. And currently we're getting this nice little move right now because after finding no support and then falling down here, we got back above it, and now it's trying to push and continue up higher here, guys. Now there is a target here of about that 96, 97 breakout of this, okay, back into this channel, which we see time and time again break out of these very short-term, short time frame channels and then breaking right back into them. Okay, so very key to watch there. But again, we have 2 scenarios really to watch out for. We have 2 bullish scenarios to watch out for. So one is about a 2 to 3 day consolidation period, 2 to 3 days here, like we've been seeing, and then continued run up. or we continue and we kind of show that this even shorter term pattern right here is not even done just yet. We could see this thing break out again and again. To really get a bigger picture of this, we need to transition to the 1 day chart. I think this is so key right now because again, guys, the last significant resistance on this chart right here, again, is this area right here. Now, once this has been kind of a resistance zone multiple times since June of 2019, okay? This entire time, this has been a pretty key level. We've seen some very strong rejections off of this line, and we've seen some very big dumps when we break that line. So again, this has proven to be a very critical level. And again, 5 entire days so far, we've been trading right at the top there. Now we have some options as well. Okay, we have the 200-day moving average, which always would act as insane support after breaking this. I think it would be crucial support. So as of right now, it'd be right around this area right here if we would get somewhat of a pullback. Now that might seem drastic. It's a $600-700 from where we currently are. But guys, keep in mind, we were saying this. We've been saying this for months, but specifically the last time we said this was right here. Okay, back in the middle of January, as we were pulling back, we were saying, guys, this is good. We need a consolidation. We just had a massive breakout. Okay, actually, we had a breakout, consolidation, breakout, and then we were on our second consolidation. We were saying, guys, this is good. This is what needs to happen. It's healthy for a price to break to certain levels. Again, we were saying, if we got down here, this would be really bad, but we didn't. We were saying as long as we were holding on that $8,200 level, key level, that it would be good. And now basically this is kind of acting as that next similar pullback area right around the $8,800 to $9,000 level. This, again, if we got a pullback to here, this would be gravy. This would be perfect, okay? Not bad at all. The market could juice up and get ready to keep going up. But at the same time, we could continue our momentum here and break out of this 94, 95 and then go to test 10K, guys. And for that, we can switch to this chart here. Okay, that would put us right about here at the top of this channel. Now, I personally think that, again, if we would come back here and test the top of this channel, okay, I think we would, by the time we get up here, if we get a break from here, okay, within the next, without consolidating, if we get a break here without consolidating and go straight up to here, I personally think that we then might again see a pullback down to that $9,200 area. So something like this down to here and then continue up, okay? Because that's the pattern we've been seeing so far, kind of like this, pullbacks. It's kind of like a nice S shape, okay? It's been pumping and then a nice 2 to 3 days of consolidating, 3 to 4 days, pumping, consolidating, kind of like these mini fractals that we're seeing on the charts. And again, that would be extremely healthy. The reason I say that so much is because I want you guys to be prepared and aware and just realize how normal it is to get pullbacks after big pumps like we just saw, okay? Right here from 8,300 to 96, over $1,000 pump in the last week. But keep in mind, this is the most important part. We're in a massive bullish pattern right now, okay? The entire momentum of the market is completely confirmed right now to be extremely bullish. So unless we get a massive turnaround, then this thing is continuing bullish, okay? Breaking bullish pattern after bullish indicator, everything. Without a doubt, 10K would be the next upward resistance level here. So definitely worth keeping in mind. But now something I need to point to your attention as well is just how significant altcoins have been in helping predict this Bitcoin pattern. Litecoin specifically, but alts in general have been such good indicators for Bitcoin lately. It's just been such a good reliable source, okay? And what I mean by that is literally before we see these Bitcoin moves, hours before we see Bitcoin pump, we're seeing these alts pump. They're just completely indicating that that is what Bitcoin is about to do, and specifically Litecoin. Now currently, obviously Litecoin is in a massive uptrend right now, but currently Litecoin is actually, this is the 4 hour, look at the 1 hour, you can see Litecoin is actually having a little bit of a break as well. Now this could continue here. Again, trading is kind of low during this time of the week, like a Friday night on the East Coast here. Usually we don't get big moves here. We do see them sometimes Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. Okay, that's interesting to note. We still have about 6 to 8 hours before we get to kind of like the somewhat higher level of activity of trading of where we've seen pumps in the past. But again, we have to look to these altcoins, and specifically, guys, you know that I'm looking at Litecoin. And in fact, it's not a very big secret. In fact, I think most people actually do look at Litecoin as a very big indicator for what Bitcoin's going to do. And guys, look at this. We zoom out to the daily chart. Look at what Litecoin has done just in the past month, basically. $36. Look at this. 71. Doubled. It has doubled in the last month. And guys, I don't think these patterns really just play out like this without a reason and without some real momentum behind them. Okay, this coiling pattern is absolutely huge. You see this on Bitcoin, but again, you see this on Litecoin as well. And I love looking at it on Litecoin because it's like a much more consolidated, and in my opinion, it kind of looks like peeking into the future a little bit. Okay, with Litecoin. So that's very exciting. So again, if we see Litecoin continue to climb, I have no doubt in every fiber of my bones that Bitcoin and the rest of the market will continue to climb as well. To be honest, this is kind of a consolidatory night. Bitcoin is kind of consolidating still, as we pointed out in the chart here, although we could see a big break as we see the momentum really trying to push up here. So that's really important. But again, this, in my opinion, is one of the less exciting nights of the week, but that's not a bad thing. In fact, this was not a very exciting period right here. Boom. Okay, this was not incredibly exciting here. Boom. Okay, we need these. And we're already like halfway through a normal time period before we would expect even a more massive move, if this move doesn't even continue sooner. Maybe this wasn't even that much of a consolidatory period like here, guys, and we just continue up here. So very exciting to watch. Overall, such a bullish trend we're in right now. So without any further ado, let's give away these ledgers. So first, we're going to give away this bad boy here, guys. So this was the first video that we started for this one. So right here, so we will start with this one here. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to count up. That's actually, wow, 25 videos in a month, almost every single day. Wow, now that's impressive. So we're going to do 1 through 25 here, generate, okay, 11. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this will be the first video. Wow, this is actually a really good one here. This is probably the most viewed video that I've gotten in the last month right here. So that's exciting. We got that video here. What do we have? About 215 comments. Okay, awesome. Now let's roll the dice again and see what the second video will be. Number 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. This will be video number 2 for that second ledger. This will be video number 2 for that second ledger here. So we're going to copy and paste the video URL for this one here. Guys, let's take a look. So we have 169 unique comments. Okay, we're going to hit that start button. Let's see who wins the first one. Wow, congrats to Daniel K. I do have to give it to you again, but you did call it again, right on spot, that moment at 6 minutes and 39 cents, laughing out loud. Awesome, guys, very cool stuff. So Daniel, make sure to leave a comment or message me on Twitter. Definitely also just maybe leave a comment with that account. Tell me where to contact you. Tell me the best way to contact you. All right, and now let's do the second video here. All right, so we're gonna paste the URL for the second video, get the comments. 99 unique comments in this video, okay? We're gonna hit that start button. Okay, so this is actually a spam comment, so we're gonna re-roll for this one. I wanna make a deal with you. Yeah, it's one of those ones where it gives out a number. Unfortunately, that's not a real person. So yeah, let's, how do we re-roll here? Pick another winner. All right, let's hit the start button here. What are the chances that it was a spam comment? What are the chances that it was the exact, how is it the exact same comment? I might just have to reload the page here. There's no way that I would get the spam comment twice in a row, the exact same comment. And winner number 2, Marcelino Valerio. Marcelino, make sure to leave a comment below. Best place to contact you. Message me on the channel, anything to just verify this YouTube account. Tell me where to contact you, and we can ship out these ledgers. Both you guys, congrats to both winners here. Now, guys, remember, and you know what? We might actually start doing these instead of like once a month, maybe just every few days or like every week. So instead of waiting till the end of the month, we'll just give away one every week. I think that might be easier and more exciting as well. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for joining. Thanks for being a part, and I will see you in the next one.